Hello all you lovely beings, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. Today's pick a card reading is all about the Mercury Retrograde, the next one coming, and it's starting on the 16th of Feb and it is ending on a full moon on the 9th of March. That's when it's ending. And what makes this Mercury retrograde so interesting is because it's in Pisces. So it's all about your emotion, but it ends in Aquarius. So even more so than a normal Mercury retrograde, this one is going to be, especially towards the end, it's going to be focusing a lot on your electronics because of the Aquarius influence it has. So with the Pisces energy, it's gonna be all about emotions. You're gonna want to lash out a lot to people, so you're going to have to, you're gonna have to think before you speak and see, are these emotions, or is this what I'm feeling truly how I'm feeling, or is this just the Mercury retrograde playing, havoc with me? So it's all about those things. And my video is all about what it is that you should know before going into this retrograde, or maybe how this retrograde is going to affect you, or anyway, I just asked about how the retrograde will affect people, or what you should know going into it, the cards. So I'll see what happens when I'm reading. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, and then I have some oracle cards here that I shall use in the reading. So I shall see you in your reading. Bye. Alright, my pile number 1s. This is your reading for something that you might need to know before Mercury retrograde, or how your Mercury retrograde is going to be. So let's go through the cards. So you have the 8 of Cups reversed, the 5 of Swords reversed, the Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords reversed, the 4 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords reversed, and then the World reversed. So right off the bat, what I'm seeing here is that you've been going through some mental blockages. I feel like you've been going through some mental blockages, maybe fighting with other people, maybe having fear and anxiety and nightmares about something, maybe work related. You've been in a stagnation of despair, of not really been in this stagnation of, how can I say, anxiety, but I feel like it's with mentality. With this Ace of Swords being reversed, I feel like mentally you felt that maybe you're just not getting new ideas. You just you're losing your mind. It's just, and it's at such a stage where you weren't sleeping. You were completely freaked out. You had all these horrible nightmares of all these what ifs of things that could go wrong. And it's this whole the World card of feeling, like a lack of success, stagnation. You're not achieving everything. But what this is showing me with this right here, with this beautiful 8 of Cups reversed, is you had this fear of moving on. And I feel like this fear of moving on, of fear of mostly everything is past, or it's going to pass in the Mercury retrograde. So you might already be going through it, but you're going to go through all these emotions that is going to upend this fear that you have. You're going to release it. You see this card is in reverse, so you're going to release it, and you're going to do it in a peaceful manner. You know, you're going to do it in a manner that is going to serve you for the better. So you're not going to be afraid anymore. You're not going to be stagnant. You're going to be moving forward. You're not going to be, you know, you're going to be achieving success, not despair. You're going to get new ideas, and with that you're going to get in a new idea or new funds, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to be, I feel like maybe it's going to be like an inheritance, or I don't know, but because you're going to be releasing these blockages, you're going to have this beautiful celebration. So there's going to be a celebration during the Mercury retrograde, so it could be any form of celebration, but usually this is like one of my wedding cards, like a wedding reception, or, you know, like an engagement party, or like a reunion, but it's going to be a party. So you might go to a party where you might see an old relative or something like that, and, you know, there's going to be money coming in for you, but you're going to have to be very mindful of your emotions, especially with this card here. I know it's in reverse, so you're no longer in this fear and stagnant. You're going to be releasing a lot of pent-up things, and you're going to have to be just mindful. That's the word I was looking for. Mindful with your approach to things, and I think that this is what this Mercury retrograde is going to be doing. It's going to bring you all of this new abundance in your life, but it's not going to be a large sum of money. I don't think so, because the Page of Pentacles is kind of like, if I look at it in the Arcana, it's like a teenage card. It's like, but it's still a young adult, so I feel like it's going to be like new goals, but it's going to be like baby steps. I feel with this Page of Pentacles, it's going to be like baby steps. So it's, maybe you should look into some earth magic, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. A lot of grounding work for the Mercury retrograde is what is going to save you. Otherwise, I don't see a Mercury retrograde with this World reversed and this Ace of Swords reversed and this Eight of Cups reversed being all too great. But this Five of Swords reversed shows me that it's going to be a very peaceful release. So let's see what you can do with your chakra cards. So group number 1, what do they need to know for Mercury retrograde, the first one this year? So there are 3 retrogrades this year, and if you are an Aquarius or Pisces, it won't really affect you that much, because it is in your sector. But, you know, someone like me who's an Aries, it's going to be quite one, like, I'm going to have to come to grips with all my emotions and all those things. So let's see what this has to say. Life purpose and inner strength. So these are the 2 cards that you received. And I feel like that this retrograde is going to show you your inner strength, and it's going to show you all these things. You might come up with what it is that you were actually meant to do. Maybe you need to speak your truth. You see, this is with the throat chakra with this color, and this is with the solar plexus, you know. So maybe meditate with all of those things around you. Meditate with your, and find out what it is that you actually want to do, because this retrograde can bring something forward, that's something new, a new beginning, new financial beginning, that is going to bring you to your life purpose. And it might not be something that you even thought about, but because you're releasing this fear, this anxiety, with you are moving forward. You might see the number 22 a lot, and the number 5. I feel like the number 5 might be significant, because it is a number of change. It's a number for balancing yourself. It is a very, it's the number in the middle. So let's just see here what angels might have to say. Angels in your higher self. What does group 1 need to know for the Mercury retrograde? I feel like you're going to have lots of good news in your earthly possessions. So in earthly matters, you're going to be very abundantly blessed when you find what is your life purpose. I'm not sure you all know. Maybe you are in a career where you no longer feel like it's challenging you or exciting you, or you feel like, ugh, like, do I have to wake up in the mornings? And this is like, yes, because that is not what you're supposed to be doing. You have this inner strength inside you, something that is going to be so powerful. It's going to bring you so much abundance. And I think this retrograde, if you're not already doing this, if you're not already in the process of following your heart's desires, then this retrograde is going to push you. It's going to push you in that direction. It's going to push you to your limit, I feel like. And then we have, oh my word, spiritual service. Doesn't that just resonate so completely with your life purpose? So once you make that plunge, once you make that decision to actually do something that is going to feed your soul, maybe you want to sing. I don't know where that came from, but maybe you want to sing and you feel like your voice is a healing, it heals other people, then I feel like you need to go and sing. But you're an accountant at the moment, and I mean, that is not something that a lot of people would make the switch in. So it's all about what would feed your soul, what would make you happy. And I feel like you definitely either a light worker or an earth angel or a star seed or something here with a higher purpose. But whatever it is, you're being called now. You have this inner strength. You're being called into your spiritual service with your life purpose. And I know, it's scary. It's scary to do something new. It's scary to tackle something new, to put yourself out there. But in the end, it's so much more rewarding, and you just feel like you are on top of the world. You feel like you have truly come home, if that makes sense. Well, that is what I have for group number 1. I really like this reading. I really did. I like readings like this where it's, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel and everything, and I just, I needed this reading today. So thank you, group 1. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and share the video if you really liked it, and I hope to see you in the next video. I hope to see you in the future. So bye. Okay, my group number 2s. So this is your reading for what this Mercury retrograde is going to bring for you, or what you need to work on before it so it would be easier, or anything like that. So let's jump right into it. So you have the Four of Cups, Six of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician card reversed, the Tower, the Fool, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Chariot card. So I feel like you are at a moment in time where you feel like you don't really have direction. You might feel like you don't have direction, and especially with this Magician card, it's almost as if how am I going to say this? It's like you have a lack of direction, but you also have this lack mentality in overall. It's almost as if you are unbalanced. It's as if you're not using your own abilities at the moment. I feel like you're not using your abilities. You're not taking or accepting help from other people. You're refusing their offers. I feel like you feel you are supposed to do this all on yourself, all by yourself, and that you're going to be able to do it all by yourself. Like you are going to be the best, but you have this lack of clarity, and I feel like there might be someone from your past that will be able to help you. It might not be someone that you might be expecting to help you. I just feel like there is something from your childhood. But we're saying that because it's from your childhood and everything, this whole energy in here can also be an influence from your childhood. It can also be something that was ingrained into your belief system, that you are supposed to do everything by yourself. You're supposed to, be the man of the house or the woman of the house or whatever. You're supposed to be able to doing this by yourself. It could also, I feel, for a percentage of you, it could also be to let your inner child out. I feel like you have this yearning to do something, especially with this Fool card here and the Six of Cups. I feel like for a part of you that you're suppressing your inner child. You're suppressing your inner youthfulness, playfulness, I feel. And whatever it was that, has been hindering you, it's no longer going to hinder you, because you're already, like getting out of this financial hardship that you were in. You're going to go through this Tower moment, and I feel like it's going to happen in this Mercury retrograde. And this Tower moment is going to bring out this sense that you need to accept people's help. Okay? I'm putting that out there. Accept people's help. Even if it's, someone just buying you a cup of coffee. It's not a handout. Friends do that. Just say thank you. Learn to say thank you. Don't know why I'm saying that, but learn to accept help and say thank you. But don't force anything. I feel like you've been forcing something, going at it almost as if you're, like when you've seen those videos with the chicken that still runs with its head chopped off. I see that analogy right here. So whatever it is that you're working on, you're going to have to need help, but your hard work is going to pay off. Your hard work is going to pay off with this Seven of Pentacles. So it's something that you're going to be doing with yourself. I feel like it's maybe something to do with your hands, that you're making something, and I feel like you just need to trust. Because you've got this Tower and the Moon card, and they came out right after each other. So for me, that is like, you just have to go with the flow. You just have to go with whatever this is going to throw at you in this Mercury retrograde. Because I'm sorry to say, if you have the Tower card coming out in a Mercury retrograde reading, you're going to have a bumpy ride. And I'm sorry, it might not be for everyone, but I feel like the majority of you will have a bumpy ride, and it's going to be one where you're going to feel like that chicken with its head cut off. Another thing that I just find so beautiful is that you've got both the Magician and the Fool. Although the Magician is reversed, it's still this beautiful analogy of from 0 to 1, you know. It's like you're moving a step forward. But in this case, I feel like because you're not letting go, because you're not fully, you know, just being, okay, universe, okay, Gaia, okay, God, angels, whoever you believe in, okay, my higher self, I'm going to just surrender and let go and be like, okay, I can do this. Because once you let go, once you just let this Tower moment go, once you just let it all hang out, once you accept help from people, you're no longer going to be in this, and you're no longer going to be like that. You know, you're not going to have this energy. This card came out reversed, so it's already, you know, mending itself. You're already watching this video. You're already picked this path. You're already on that path. So, you're already going and getting this 7 of Pentacles. You might even see, you know, the number 7 a lot. Yeah, you might even see the number 7, and the number 7 is all about good luck. So your hard work is going to be paying off, but you need to accept some help. You need to ground yourself, because the Magician here is reversed. I mean, the Magician is the card that has all, you know, the signs. It's got the Pentacles, it's got Wands, it's got Cups, it's got Swords. So it's an all-rounder card. I always see it. I see it as the manifestation card, but it's reversed. So I feel like you're not really grounded by yourself. With this Chariot card, which is also a 7. So I feel like maybe you are not fully, you know, grounded at the moment. And you might need to do some grounding work when you in this Mercury retrograde. You can even start doing it right now, because it's we're in the shadow period of the Mercury retrograde. There's a period before and after, kind of like an earthquake, that it has those vibrations afterwards. So I feel like you need to maybe bring out your inner youthfulness. Your inner child needs to come out and play. Maybe do some inner child meditation work. Do some gardening. I'm seeing, you know, the flowers in the cups. Maybe go swim in the ocean, a dam, a lake, wherever. If it's too cold where you are, maybe just play with snow or walk in nature. But I feel like you need to do some grounding work. Do something that will make your inner child very happy. So let's see what the chakra cards have to say. Maybe they have forgiveness. So maybe forgive yourself. Maybe this person who wants to give you a hand up, maybe forgive them. Quite interestingly, if this card was reversed, it would be all about emotional abuse and forgiving other people and forgiving yourself. So it also has the number 1 and the number 9, which is also everything about new beginnings and everything. And you have the number 1 here again. So the number 1 is all about new beginnings. The number 9 is all about, you know, the last hurdle of coming over, the last little bit of the hardship. It's like coming to an end. So I feel like one cycle of your life is going to come to an end, and another cycle is going to start. You're going to, but in order for that to happen, you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive other people, and you need to let this Tower moment happen. Whatever that is, whatever it is that you feel needs to be forgiven. And this forgiveness is, it might literally not be for everyone, this card right here, just for a select few, but it could be. So the other group got 2, so I just feel like it's fair that you guys also got 2. But I feel like whatever you need to do to forgive, and it can be something as simple as something that happened when you were a child. I remember I did this deep, and I did this last year, I did this deep meditation, and it felt like 10 minutes, but I was actually, you know, meditating for about 2 hours at that stage. And I was meditating, and I had these emotions of things that happened when I was a child, when I was like 11. And I was looking at these emotions, and I was like, I need to forgive myself. I need to, even though I didn't know, I was still harboring all these emotions and these feelings about it. But I needed to forgive myself for the child that I was, for the child that I lost. Okay, that sounded wrong. I've never been pregnant, but you know, my inner child, because it, for something that happened like that. And then you got holistic health. So it is exactly what I was just, oh, and you got the number 7 again. So it's exactly what I was saying just now about meditating and, you know, forgiving yourself and going forward. So holistic health is all about, you know, your inner child, your inner beings, your higher self. You need to heal yourself, and once you heal yourself, once you heal it, you can go further and you can heal other people. So let's see what the Lightworker Oracle has to say. And it's very hard because you are your worst critic. Okay, it is so difficult. I did this meditation last week of shadow work, and I was in an interrogation room with 2 others of myself. It was so like going back into the recesses and then having to deal with those things. And as always, it's like this pit of just going deeper and deeper within yourself, and it's just, sometimes it isn't fun, and sometimes it's so rewarding when you actually figure out what it is that you need to deal with. And that's why we have these Mercury retrogrades. It's why they happen. It's so that we can deal with these things and don't sweep them under the rugs. Oh, I mean, that is such a mouthful to say right there. But I feel like, oh, okay. So you got grounding. Oh, the pink lady nada. This is all about healing, inner healing. So didn't I say you need to do some grounding work, go out in nature, do something? And this is all about this pink, the pink rose is all about, you know, your inner healing. And then you have spiritual service and divine talents. You know, this card came out with the previous group as well. And I said that maybe they could be like they could sing or something like that. And then this divine talents card came out now. So maybe it's for you guys. Maybe you have this inner holistic beautiful healing that you can give people, but you need to do your own healing, because healing, my dad always says, charity starts at home. So if you don't have a happy family life, then you don't have a happy, you can't, if you're not truly happy with yourself, then you can't, you know, give out happiness. And that's all where the fifth dimension comes in. So maybe do some grounding meditations, meditate with the fifth dimension. The pink rose of Lady Nada, I just want to read. There's this beautiful, it's actually quite beautiful, where she says the one thing, and it's all about inner healing. So it says, you are in the midst of a heart healing, a healing of the fears and anxieties that have held you back from enjoying your full magnificence. Lady Nada is here with all her gentle power, washing you in soft pink light. All anger, fear, sadness, bitterness, disappointment, and hurt are soothed and loved into peace. She brings you a sign of your future blossoming into deeper love. And then I just want to read the invocation. It says, I gratefully receive the rose light, the blessing of Lady Nada in unconditional love. My heart softens and opens. The pink light of her rose blessings fill me with a sweet perfume. I let go. I feel safe and held. You let go. So you let go. Let go. I feel safe and held. I know that I am loved always. I am grateful now and always for love's protection, intervention, guiding hand, and tender grace in my life. In all ways, may I know myself to be worthy of love and love myself truly so that I can truly and freely give love to others, to the world. May all beings truly know love through my own free will, so be it. Oh, that is so beautiful. You guys have so many hidden talents. Maybe this Mercury retrograde might even bring a spiritual awakening to a select few. I mean, I actually had this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and she said she is tired of having spiritual awakenings. And I said to her, no, it's kind of like once you level up, then the universe is like, okay, cool, you've mastered this level, let's throw you into this pit and make it even more difficult so you can master that one. And it's just this whole thing of having to learn these new vibrations, that you're feeling new things. So I feel like that might be something that you're going to go through. So yeah, this is actually a very beautiful reading. The previous group was also a beautiful reading, and I really needed this week. So I'm going to say the same thing that I said to group 1, and thank you very much for allowing me to do this reading. I hope to see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and share my video, and I'll see you soon. Bye! Alright, group number 3. This is your what to expect for your Mercury retrograde, or how to, make yourself ready for it, or, anything like that Mercury retrograde related. So, you have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups reversed, the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Wands reversed, the 10 of Pentacles reversed, Temperance, and the 3 of Pentacles. So I'm just going to go out and say this. It's like the first thing that popped into my mind. So some of you might be having like a family dispute revolving like an inheritance or money or anything like that. You might be going through divorce or something like that. But it has to do with money. I feel like it has to do with your family life, and it has to do with money. It can even be like a really close-knit friend circle, but that is what I am getting here. I feel like you have like creative blocks at the moment. You're not thinking clearly. I feel like whatever this is causing you, so it might just bleed into Mercury retrograde, but these are things that you're going to have to, these are things that you are going, I'm so tongue-tied. These are things that you are going to have to deal with during Mercury retrograde. I feel like tenfold. It might already be, you're already feeling that way, but I feel like maybe in Mercury retrograde, it's just going to be like your emotions are just going to be like over the moon, and you're just going to be like, why is this happening now? Why do I have to go through this now? Why do I have to deal with this stuff right now? Why couldn't I have dealt with it? Why hasn't it been dealt with? You know, it's just going to be like this whole frustrating. I feel like with this Ace of Wands, because it's a very fiery energy, and it's usually like new creative endeavors for me. It is one of those cards, but I just feel like you're feeling creatively blocked, and you're just having this raw fire of emotions that is just going to go through you. And I feel like what this retrograde is going to teach you is patience. I know. Why do I say patience? Because you've got these two cards, Temperance and this. Now, Temperance is all about, you know, patience and waiting for things, divine timing, being balanced, being grounded, everything. And then this Knight of Pentacles is all about, you know, persistence, patience, and everything like that. It's like not giving up. It's not giving up. It's just going with the flow. And why I'm saying going with the flow is because you've got this Page of Cups, this youthfulness. I feel like you've got this youthfulness about you. I feel like you have this inner child that just wants to come out and play. I feel like you're going to be blessed in a way that is going to, you know, like say, like fuck it to those people. I feel like maybe this energy you've been in for about 10 months, or once the Mercury retrograde hits, it's going to be like 10 months. But I feel like in about 3 months time, you're no longer going to be in that energy anymore. Yeah, 3 months time. I'm feeling months, but it could be 3 weeks, 3 days, but I feel like it's 3 months. I don't think it's going to be 3 years. This, I feel like it was 10 months, just because of my feeling of a divorce or legal disputes. I feel like it's legal. I don't know why I keep on going back to legal. So it could be inheritance or something, but I feel like it's legal. So for some of you it's legal, for other people it can just be, you know, normal money disputes. Okay, that just sounds wrong. But I feel like in 3 months time you're going to be back to this inner child. I feel like this inner child is going to come out and play. I feel that with this Three of Pentacles card right here, you have this, you're going to start something new. You're going to start some new apprenticeship or new job, or learn something new. It might even be an online course, or you can even teach yourself, like, you know, through Google or whatever. But I feel like you are going to do something new, and you're going to make new friends because of it. I feel like you're going to come out of your shell. Your idealism and your youthfulness is going to truly come out and play, and you're going to have like these celebrations. You're going to go to parties. You're going to enjoy yourself in 3 months time. I feel like you're almost going to be like the life of the party. You're going to actually climb out of your shell, because you're going to meet like your soul family. You're going to meet people who are going to understand you, who are going to want to be around you. But it has to do with patience. You need to have patience. You need to have yourself grounded, and maybe do some magic. I'm getting. Yeah. I feel like you're going to want to do some magic. You're going to want to maybe work on alchemy, especially fire. The reason I'm saying fire is because of your Ace of Wands energy right here. You know, it's like that inner fire is no longer burning so bright. And this Temperance, even though she's working with water here, and her the symbol here is the alchemic symbol for fire. So maybe do some fire magic if you want to, you know. You can write down your heart's desires, but when you're manifesting, just remember to say it as if it is already happening, as if you already have it. So don't say, I want a new job. Thank the universe and say, I'm so happy at my new job and I feel so needed. I feel as if I'm making a contribution, and you can just go on and you can just be like, this is what is truly making me happy. And maybe burn it and take the ashes and bury it in your garden. Ashes are really good for your garden in any case, so you can bury it in your garden and do a little ritual with it. But I would definitely, and then maybe make a sigil, and you can keep the sigil with you and everything. So there's so many things you can do, but I feel like you're going to start a new journey, going to learn something new, you're going to make new friends. And this Page of Cups is just, you're going to have your inner child, but you just need to have a little bit of patience. You need to have a little bit of patience to let this let this cycle of your life, you know, like run its course. You can't, you know, it's all in divine timing. Those people your friends might have only, you know, come through right now because they had to go through their own trials and tribulations. So let's see. Ooh. Okay. Dreams and I am presence. So this I am presence is, for me, it's all about you being right here and right now. It's all about Buddhism, and you know, today is, you know, the oldest you'll ever be and the youngest you'll ever be at the same time. But it's also, when you reach the future, it's no longer the future, it's the present. So you should live in this moment of now. It's good to manifest, it's good to dream, it's good because you got the dreams and the I am present. So I feel like your dream magic, your whatever it is that you want to be doing right here, it is going to come. I feel like the universe is just telling you, like, yes, do this, we have you. And it's also, again, with the 3, and the 3 is all about mind, body and spirit and growth and inner growth, and the O is all about, you know, like coming to completion. So I feel like you are, one part of your life, one part of your cycle is coming to a completion, but you are growing so much more in a different direction. Oh, sorry, when I just get excited with this. And I feel like when you're dreaming, you might be doing like astral travel and things like that, or you can actually look at Neville Goddard's way of manifesting, and it's very interesting because before you go to bed, so you actually will dream about it. You imagine everything as if it was already there, as if you're sleeping in that new bed that you so desperately want in your home, and you just imagine it all, and then you go to sleep and you dream about those things. So whatever it is that you want to, the universe has your back. And it's telling you to stay grounded, to not fall into that dream reality, but that your dreams at this point in time, especially maybe with this Mercury retrograde, because it's ending on a full moon, so the next full moon, no, yes, no, it's ending on the 9th of, and you've got Star Child. So if you were wondering if you are a star seed, then this is confirmation. This is confirmation to dream and maybe connect with your star family through your dreams, because that is also possible. Just do a meditation, and there's an invocation actually here that I would think would be really good for you to maybe say. And I feel like, so it says here, the light of the stars exists in you. I mean, and look at this. Look how beautiful the stars are in this dreams card. The earth wants you to share that light with humanity. You are asked to understand that you are meant to be here, that you have spiritual work to accomplish. Give up the idea that you belong somewhere else, to another home in the stars. Instead, let the starlight of your inner being shine here on earth, where it shall make such a positive difference in the world. Fall in love with Earth's beauty. She can and will support you in all ways. And then your invocation is, I call upon the star wisdom of my own spirit and ask that my love, light, power, presence, protection, and assistance shine forth for the highest good. May I shine divine beauty and joy in my life, now and always. I feel a deep and true connection to my spirit, to the earth and the universe. May love flow through me, according to its own intelligence and healing wisdom, to all beings upon the earth, through divine grace and my own free will. So be it. Oh, isn't that so beautiful? I mean, if you were wondering, maybe this is just a thought I'm getting, maybe you are wanting to get out of this situation because you no longer identify with these people around you. You feel like there is more in life. You feel like you no longer feel like you fit in, and that's okay. I actually read a very beautiful quote, and I can't remember who it said, but it's just one of those things that come up on my newsfeed on Instagram and one of the spiritual channels, and they said, the higher your vibration, the less people you have around you. The smaller your friends group becomes, because you no longer need to have all those people around you. You just need to have quality people around you. And that's such a beautiful thing. It's a lonely thing in the beginning, but once you find your soul family, once you find people who actually understand you, it's the most fulfilling relationships you will ever have. I'm not saying that it's, like, I have relationships with people who don't understand spirituality and don't understand me, but that is their prerogative. That is their path that they chose to walk, and I cannot push my own beliefs onto someone who does not want to believe. And it's okay. It's where they are. It's okay to be that person. It's okay to see things that other people don't see. So you might feel like you can't be this happy family around these people anymore because their energy kind of repulses you. And it's okay. You just outgrow them. But you have something new coming your way. You have a family. You have a new beginning coming your way, and you're going to go through all these things. I feel like Mercury retrograde might just be the tip of the iceberg about everything that you can do. I feel like you have a very vast and deep well of power within you. I mean, if you look at this card, I feel like you have a very deep connection with Mother Nature. Oh yes, definitely. So that is it, what I have for you, group number 3. I'm very excited for you. Like, I feel like this Mercury retrograde is going to be an amazing time. I might not feel that way when I'm going through it, but I feel like every single reading I've done today, and I feel so invigorated from these readings. I just want to do more readings. So that is all that I have for you. Thank you for allowing me to do this reading and for still watching. And I hope to see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe, share my video, and I shall see you. Bye.